Hello, and welcome to the Hemp Manifesto, 101 Ways That Hemp Can Save Our World by Rowan Robinson. Park Street Press, Rochester, Vermont, 1997, copyright for Inner Traditions International. The ISBN 08928172283. The epigram / dedication of the book reads, "Though I do not believe that a plant will spring up where no seed has been, I have great faith in a seed. Convince me that you have a seed there, and I am prepared to expect wonders." Which is a quote from Henry David Thoreau. Personal note before I read the actual introduction to the book. I've read the introduction before, and the introduction is going to state essentially my own position and my reasons for reading this book aloud and making this information available, as I find it to be not only beautiful and inspiring, but also vital and necessary and extremely powerful, and as I stated before, beautiful. So on a personal level, this is very important to me as well, and I really want to share this with you, and I hope that you'll see the beauty in it as well. So I will now commence with the actual introduction to the book. Chances are, if you've picked up this book, you already know a bit about hemp. Maybe you've read about hemp's potential to replace trees as the source of paper and cotton as the source of textiles. Maybe you've even bought yourself a hemp wallet or vest. Or perhaps you are one of the growing number of people who has discovered the delicious taste of hemp seed foods. On the other hand, you may be one of the people in Arizona or California who helped pass the propositions legalizing hemp's therapeutic cousin, medicinal marijuana, in the 1996 elections. You may even have cancer or AIDS yourself and know firsthand the healing properties of the plant. Then again, maybe you've never seen a hemp product or a marijuana cigarette in your life, but you are a firm believer in the democratic process and have an abiding interest in the environmental, economic, and physical health of your country and its people. Whatever the case, you've undoubtedly had an experience similar to this. When you tell people some of the incredible facts you've learned, they are skeptical, amazed that a plant they've always been told was a national scourge has proved so useful to so many for so long. But if you tell them enough, they become fascinated and want to know more, or at least want proof. Here's where you run into problems. They aren't ready to drop $20 on a book about hemp, and they certainly aren't going to wait around while you flip through pages hunting for confirmation of what you've been saying. This is when you pull your hemp manifesto out of your back pocket and press it into their palm. The facts are all here, easy to find and incontrovertible, guaranteed to make even the most skeptical listener curious enough to want to know more. And that is the key. Education is the only way to overcome ignorance, and ignorance is the only thing holding the hemp revolution back. Because once people have the facts, they see what a good thing this plant is. This particularly applies to law enforcement and legislative bodies, both of which have been shockingly thick-headed on the issue. They are not about to educate the public on the history and current uses of cannabis, and have even worked to prevent the public from learning the facts. Though a reversal of policy on cannabis would benefit government greatly in the long run, it would be inconvenient in the short run and require some real thinking, and this is not something the government easily does. Hence, as with all revolutions, this one must begin with people and work its way up. Once government sees how out of step with the people it has become, it will be forced to change. The pressure has already begun. It is my sincere hope that the Hemp Manifesto will help tighten the vice a few more turns. There are two separate issues in the Hemp Manifesto, and their confusion has caused many a problem for the hemp movement, so it is important to clarify them here. Both hemp and marijuana are members of the same species, Cannabis sativa. This does not make them the same plant. Think of a beagle and a Saint Bernard, both Canis familiaris, but with utterly different looks, capabilities, and personalities. So it is with hemp and marijuana. Hemp is a stalky crop that has been grown for its fiber and edible seed for millennia. It is incapable of getting you stoned. Marijuana is a bushy form of cannabis that has been grown for its psychoactive and medicinal properties for an equally long time. The two are different plants, and in 2 minutes a state trooper can be educated so that he will never mistake one for the other. To avoid confusion, the first part of this book concentrates on ways that non-psychoactive hemp has made, is making, or could make a positive impact on the world. The second part then concentrates on marijuana. The two are separate issues, and you can be legitimately and completely in favor of one and against the other. But one of the truly remarkable things about cannabis sativa is that one form of it has served humanity in the most utilitarian ways, while the other has appealed to our most spiritual and cerebral nature. Thus, it seems entirely appropriate to celebrate the dual nature of this age-old ally in one book. And so, that will be the way that I break the book down on files as well. This will be the introduction, and then there will be one file that contains all of the brief chapters on hemp, followed by the final chapter on, well, final collection of chapters on marijuana. So thank you for being here. I'm excited to share this information with you.